Hey you, welcome to my channel. It's really good to have you here. This is going to be an interesting video, so hit that subscribe button, turn on notification as well because there is more where this came from. I'm hungry right now, so this video there won't be any long talk. What I'm craving is moi-moi, and what I usually use for my moi-moi is beans flour, but it comes out really hard. Like, I'll finish making my moi-moi, if I don't eat it immediately it becomes like Zuma rock. So when I talked to my mom about it, she said that it's because I did not whisk it properly, like I didn't mix it well. That I need to mix it until I get a, not necessarily a running consistency, but a consistency that is kind of drawing. That's like when I would know that okay, the consistency is perfect and I can start boiling it, because that's what makes it come out hard. So now I want to try that particular process. It's still the same recipe, still the same process. The only thing is that I'll keep mixing and mixing till the consistency becomes elastic, like it starts drawing. So that's what we're going for. So let's dive right into the ingredients. The MOC is beans flour. Forgot that I didn't label it, but this is beans flour. I have some fish, ice fish, crayfish, thyme, ground pepper, salt, spice cube, vegetable oil, and here I have pepper and onions, blended pepper and onions. The reason I'm complementing with the dry pepper is because I like my moi-moi being very spicy. Nutmeg, and the final ingredient is water. So without further ado, let's get right to our soft moi-moi. So starting off, I get a clean bowl, and into the clean bowl I'll add some beans flour. So the measurement for this our moi-moi is going to come instinctively. Next up, I add some warm water, and then I keep adding until I'm not really trying to get the consistency I'm going to be cooking right now. I just want to melt the beans flour, and basically this is like soaking the beans in water, because this particular beans flour that I bought is not like the other beans flours that I usually use. This one, it smells differently. The texture is the same, but it smells differently. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I've used some that are better, and the main thing is I don't even know the name of this one, so I might probably still go back to the store and buy it again. So I just want to break down the beans flour, no lumps, that's the purpose. So this is what we're going for. Let's see. So I'm going to leave this here and go over to the stove. Light my stove. This is the warm water I use to melt the beans flour. Put it on the stove, and I add my fish. Add some thyme to spice the fish. Pepper, ground pepper. I'm using 2 of this spoon. So if you want to see the scale of this spoon, this is what the spoon is like. So I use 2 of it. It's like a teaspoon, so, or even half of a teaspoon. Yeah. Then some salt to taste. Then 1 spice cube. So these spices I just added, they are just for the fish. I know I'm still going to be using the stock to make the moi-moi, but this is just for the fish. So I cover it up to cook. While our fish is boiling, I'm back here. So the first thing I'm going to be adding is the onions and pepper mixture. So our unit of measurement today is just 1. For the spice cube, I'm adding 1 more. For the salt, I'll add half a teaspoon. The fish has a very strong flavor, so I'm just going to add a teaspoon. I'm not trying to make fish more, but I just like the flavor it gives to moi-moi, but not too much. Then another spice that is wonderful in moi-moi is nutmeg, but this, just like crayfish, has a very powerful flavor as well. So I'm just going to put like 1/4 teaspoon. So I mix it with the liquid that is in it. So this liquid will basically tell me how much of the stock I'm going to add, because as you can see, the moi-moi is already coming into a consistency that is favorable. So I mix all that together, and the next thing I'm going to add is vegetable oil. So still eyeballing it. I would know when it's enough. We don't need much because it's not like you're trying to fry the moi-moi while you're cooking it at the same time. It's just so that it can enable that elastic consistency we want to get. You know that the fish will still cook inside the moi-moi, so the goal is not necessarily to cook the fish fully. So I'm going to turn off the stove now and bring the stock. So here is our fish, and I'm going to use this to control the liquid that is entering. So I'm going to keep adding until I get the consistency I want. Add more. Okay, I think we've gotten to the consistency we want in terms of liquid. Now it's time for us to go for the texture we want. So going in. So this is the consistency we have right about now, and I think this is good. I've done this for more than 5 minutes, so it has to be good. It better be good. So what I'm going to do now is to, feeling like it could use more liquid. Let me do that. Okay, more liquid added, just a little bit. So I'm going to do this for 5 more minutes, and whatever consistency I end up with, whatever texture I end up with, that is what we want, and we're going to go with it. Okay, it's 5 minutes later, and I think we've gotten the texture we want, so let's see. So this is what it's looking like, and this is what we're going with. So let's start wrapping it up. Let's wrap this moi up. So we have our fish and our apples. I prefer to use this because it's more trustworthy. I have foil, but I just feel like it's a waste of foil. And I could bake it as well, but I don't trust my oven. So this is what I trust the most, and that's what I usually use. So just like every other thing, I love a good size, because when a portion is too big, it's just overwhelming, and when I'm overwhelmed, I don't really eat. Then add some fish. I operated on the head, so I rinsed it out and double it, because I mean, why not? This is why I like using water proof, because it's just more secure. My water is already boiling, so just do this. My mom taught me to start shake it up a little bit before you put it in the boiling water. So I drop it into the pot and cover it up. So I'm going to give this 30 minutes. So it's about time I turn it up. I'm going to be having it with a split of curry. The plan was to start making it before the moi-moi gets done, but everything just takes time when it's me making it. So the curry just got ready the same time the moi-moi got ready. So it's actually perfect. So there's no special reveal for this moi-moi unless you want to see me bringing it out of the pot. So let's just go for it. So I open the pot. So this is how you do it. So there we go. Today, another day, and another day. You know what time it is? It's tasting time. Whew. So my curry is ready, and let's cut this open. So this is it. Use your fork and point of it. First layer down. Let's check the density. And it's as dense as in a regular moi-moi. So let's just open it up and see the actual texture. I hope the trick worked. So get my knife and I cut. Okay. Okay. It's looking really nice. Not hard. It's soft. It's soft compared. No, I've made my mind before that when I cut that I was like, what is happening? So let me go through. Here goes something. It worked. It worked. It's soft. So this mama, if it goes cold, it will still be soft because even those ones that I make that are hard when they get cold, even when they're hot, like I can see their potential of becoming like a stone when they get cold. But this one, I think the only thing is just that I overspiced it. Yeah. But it's good. I mean, you can't have too much of spice. It's the texture we're going for and we got it, so that's why we have gari and sugar, so that it can dilute the, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I achieved what I was going for, and now, if you don't mind, I'll have to go and finish my food. So see you in my next one.